Hey everybody, guess what? I'm back. I'm alive. It's been 3 months since I've done a digital Dungeon Master update. I think the last one I did was at the beginning of December or the end of November, something like that. Well, anyway, guys and gals and everyone out there in the Matrix, a lot has gone on since I have last spoke to you. In case you guys did not know, I was offered a full-time position with Fantasy Grounds, and I love the job. It is unbelievable. It's up my alley. It's like a dream job. What's not better than getting to work for the company that you love their software and you use their software for the D&D games and other games that you play? I mean, it's just been an awesome couple of months so far, and I've learned so much about Fantasy Grounds. It's just crazy how much I did not know about the program. Now, also, I have relocated. I lived in Titusville, Florida, which was where the Space Center was and all that good stuff. I lived there since 1978. My parents moved there. They got jobs at NASA when the space shuttle program started up. And I was only about 5 years old at the time. And yes, I just had a birthday. So I'm 45 now. And so I've been there my whole life, basically. Well, when I became an adult and when I became old enough to make my own decisions and whatnot, I always wanted to move to Texas. But unfortunately, I met a girl. We had a child. My son is now 20. He'll be 21 this July. And that kind of stalled the whole moving process. So I moved to Texas. I moved to El Paso, Texas. I love it here. And I wish I would have done this 20 years ago, 25 years ago, like I wanted to do. This place is awesome. The people are so friendly. Everything is here in El Paso. It's such a large city. You know, there's not empty buildings everywhere like from where I was from in Florida. You know, the food is amazing here. The women are beautiful. It's just a great place to be, and I love it. And if you're in the El Paso area, I'm going to be starting a game here in the next couple of months, one time a month. We're either going to play board games or a game or something like that. So, but anyways, I'll be doing that at my house. So I moved to El Paso, Texas, and I sold my house. I downsized my entire life, like I said I was going to do. Sold a 4-bedroom house. I now have a 1-bedroom house. I had a Dodge Charger. I sold the Dodge Charger. I bought a small Scion XB. I packed it full with whatever I could bring, and I drove to Texas. My son says it took a lot of balls to do what I did, which now that I look back over the last month, yeah, it does. It did take a lot of balls to do that. I mean, I left my family behind. I left everything behind. But there were some reasons that I wanted to move. You know, I moved because, first off, I've always wanted to live in Texas. Secondly, I lived with a brother that was an addict, very violent addict, and I didn't want that anymore in my life, and I didn't want to see that. He was taking advantage of the family and actually, stealing as well. So this is something that I didn't talk about. And sorry, bro, if you watch this, but I'm not hiding it anymore. So I'm in a lot better place now mentally. It was really starting to get to me, especially towards the end. So that's why I decided to downsize in life. And I can't tell you how awesome it is here in El Paso. I love it. You know, even though I am in the minority, it's probably at least 90% plus Mexican population, which I'm totally cool with. You know, if you don't know Spanish, they'll speak English, and I'm trying to learn some Spanish. So, I'm not ignorant in that, saying, oh, you're in America, you got to learn English. Well, sorry, but 95% of the population that I live in is Spanish. So I'm going to learn Spanish. And plus, it's a pretty good, I like learning it, actually. It's a really cool language. It's actually pretty easy to learn. So I do recommend that. I did take 4 years of German, so I can speak some German. So I do recommend anybody out there, if you've got some free time and you want to, you want to test your mental capacity, start learning another language. I mean, sure, we've got thousands of miles of water on each side of us, but learn another language. I mean, it's totally worth it. So I'm here in El Paso. I love it, man. And I downgraded. I totally just packed up whatever was in my car and I left. And I got away from the toxic environment that I was in. And I'm such in a better place now. I feel so much better. I actually have lost quite a bit of weight since I've been here a month. Just from eating good. I've been exercising. I've been walking. Although I think I tore some ligaments in my ankle because there's no grass here in El Paso. Everything is concrete, and everybody's yards are paved in with beautiful rocks and stuff. And I was turning a corner and I stepped in a crack and I rolled my ankle. And it was man down, dude. It was man down. So I finally got back up and I waddled back probably about I'd say about a quarter mile to my house. And man, I just did hot presses and cold presses for probably about 4 days, and finally it started feeling better. But I think I really tore something up in there. Sometimes when I kind of move a certain way, it lets me know, hey, dummy, you got some damage here. But anyways, it's healing. It's getting better. So yeah, so I've been eating right. See, when I lived in Florida, I ate fast food 3 times a day. I drank probably 2 liters of soda every day. And it was just, I just felt like crap all the time. And since I moved here, I've been pretty much drinking either a carbonated flavored water from Walmart, or I've been drinking unsweet tea. And if I'd make sweet tea, I only put a cup of sugar in the gallon. So it's really not all that sweet, although it does have sugar in it. But I had fast food my first night here, And when I moved here on Martin Luther King Day last year. So I moved during the snow apocalypse of Louisiana and Texas, and the whole state was shut down. And I got to see snow for the first time. I got to drive on black ice for the first time and almost wrecked my car 5 or 6 times. I saw a semi sliding down backwards on an icy on-ramp, and the tires were just spinning, man. And it was like, I think it was either a milk truck or a gas truck. But anyway, I didn't hang around. I just hauled butt. Well, as fast as I could. In the roads, I didn't know that it was the bridges, man, because I've never drove on ice before. I never had to worry about it. I've been in Florida, man. It's 80 degrees every day there, at least. And the roads were great. But that first bridge, I saw that sign, will ice up, and I slowed down, and I was still going like 40, and my car started sliding, and I just held the wheel straight. I remember seeing it on TV one time, hold your wheel straight and don't turn it. So I didn't. And just as I was losing the back end of the car, I came off of the bridge and the car straightened up. My life flashed in front of my eyes. I was like, man, there's going to be D&D books all over the road. There's going to be miniatures all over the road. So, yeah, it was crazy. But I packed, actually, there's a lot of room in that Scion XB. But I left everything behind. I had to buy everything brand new when I got here. I mean, I had to buy everything, furniture, desks, shelves. I brought my computer, my D&D stuff, my books, and some other personal stuff. And then I had my son. He shipped another 16 to 20 boxes to me over the next couple of weeks. He didn't. I asked him not to send them all at once, but it had other stuff that I had, like more miniatures, unopened cases of miniatures. If you guys have watched the streams I've done in the last week or so, I've been opening up a lot of the Icons of the Realms minis that I've been saving up since 2014 because I didn't have anywhere to display them, but now I have a beautiful shelf system. I'm going to show that off in a video here in the next couple of days so you guys can see my thousands of minis and the pre-painted plastic ones, of course, and all my books and stuff like that. So yeah, look for that. That's going to be really fun. Plus, I'm going to be doing more unboxing videos. I have, I think, 5 more cases of Icons of the Realms. I buy them on pre-order, so I've had fun opening them up and stuff like that. So, plus, it's been fun to hang out with the community again because I've became so distant because of all the games that I was running, which I'll be talking about in a second. So, But yeah, I like El Paso. I'm eating healthy. I've lost quite a bit of weight. I feel so much better. I have much more color in my face. I'm not as groggy all the time. I had Whataburger the first night that I got here because it was the apocalypse and it was like the only thing that was open. So I did have Whataburger that first night, and I haven't had fast food since the 16th of January. That was the last time that I had. And Whataburger wasn't that bad. I don't think it was all, it was all hyped up to be as like the best fast food in the world or anything. It's just like McDonald's and Burger King. So, in fact, I think Burger King's got the best burgers, but that's just me. But Whataburger was good. And that's the last time. So I've been making all of these dishes. I've been, putting in Discord all of the stuff that I've been making and all of the authentic Mexican restaurants that I've been going to. And holy cow, man, El Paso is all about food. Man, let me tell you, I've had the best food in my life I've had here. I mean, it's just been so amazing. So, but anyways, I'm in El Paso, and things are good. I love it. It's much cheaper to live here than it is in Florida. So I can't stress that enough. So, but I hit another milestone during this last month. I hit 18,000 YouTube subscribers. Wow. 18,000. That is a massive amount of people that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. And I totally appreciate it, guys. Keep watching those videos. I'm back. I'm going to start making some videos, which I'll talk about more in just about this, just in a little bit. So, but I've got quite a bit of things that I still need to talk about. So the Fantasy Grounds position that I have full-time, I thought I was going to be able to work full-time, run 7 games, do a full-time YouTube channel, create content on a Patreon page, and no. I tried for February, and I just damn near about killed myself, and I overslept from one of my Starfinder games. So I'm like, okay, I got to do something about this. I can't keep doing this. I don't want to sell my players short on any games that I run where I can't prepare for it, or if I'm half groggy and I'm not in the mood to play. So it's not fair to the players that are paying me to play. So I cut down the amount of games that I had from 7. I had 4 Patreon games and 3 private games. I cut all 3 private games, and I cut 2 of the 4 Patreon games. I've got 2 games left. It'll be a 5e Tomb of Annihilation game on Friday, and that will be for 1 week. And then on the next week, we'll be playing the 5e Lost Mine of Phandelver game on Saturday night. And once I get to a good stopping point with the Tomb of Annihilation, we are going to switch to another game. So I love 5th edition. I'm so pro 5e, you guys have no clue. But it's all I've played since D&D Next for at least a year and a half before the game was released. So you figure I've been playing it for 5+ years. So it's time to play something else. And I have always worried about numbers and views, and I'm not worried about that anymore. I want to play what I want to play, and I want to run what I want to run. I want to run more Savage Worlds. I want to try out Call of Cthulhu. I would love to get back into Starfinder, which was unfortunately one of the games that I had to discontinue. So yeah, there's a lot of other games that I want to play, and my players are going to be open to that. So there's going to be a lot of changes, and I mean a lot of changes that I've actually started happening. So these 5 games that I was running every 2 weeks, it was probably between 70 and 80 hours of time investment. That's preparing for the game, running the game, editing the videos, putting the videos up on YouTube, everything else that goes along with it. So that's a lot of hours that I'm going to have, back to doing what I want to do, and then, I like I said, I've got 1 game a week now. And maybe some games, if there's a 5th week in a month, I may not even have a game. So I'm going to be, like I said, we're going to be running on Friday night and Saturday night, and that's it. That's the only games that I'm going to have anymore. I got no more privately ran games, nothing like that. Another thing is I've become distant of my community because I've had so much stuff going on. I can't spend any time with you guys. And that's killed me as well. So I'm going to start having more streams. And if you guys have noticed over the last week or so, I've started doing some of the Icons of the Realms miniature unboxings. I've opened up, I think, 2 or 3 cases so far. I have like 5 cases left, and plus I have Monster Menagerie 3 coming next month. So, you know, those are fun streams. You know, it's fun to see me get worked up. And, you know, and that last stream that I did, well, actually the last Storm King's Thunder, when I pulled King Hecate out of the last possible pack, that was so clutch. And I was like a giddy little schoolgirl, man. Oh, and then you should see when I got the Broken Asuryurak miniature. That was crazy. So I've been doing unboxing videos. I'm going to do more stuff with you guys in the community. I'm going to start creating some more YouTube content. I haven't put any videos up there. I haven't made any videos. I just want to turn on the stream and I want to talk about dragons for 15 or 20 minutes. I want to talk about building encounters. I want to talk about how you can really, you know, ramp up the content for your players, and you know, there's all kinds of optional stuff that I want to talk about, and I have lists of stuff, pages of ideas for videos that I want to make, but I just could never make them. I would try to squeeze time in, and I just couldn't do it, man. It was just too busy. So more streams. I've got a stream tonight, which is Tuesday at 8 p.m. And there it's all Mountain Time now. I used to be Eastern Time, but now that I'm in El Paso, I'm 2 hours earlier. So everything is now 2 hours earlier. So for all you East Coasters, I'll be streaming at about 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your time. So yeah, there's going to definitely be more streams. My calendar has been updated, and you know, I want to be consistent. When I say I'm going to stream, I'm going to stream, unless of course my web's down. If I say I want to release a PDF, I want to release a PDF on that day. I mean, I'm 2 months behind on my Patreon now, so I have to catch up because I just didn't have any time last month. But now cutting this 70 to 80 hours a week, every 2 weeks off, I'll have plenty of other time to not be stressed out, still maintain the full-time position, and also, you know, do some digital Dungeon Master stuff, but not in the massive capacity that I was doing before because, hey, I'm a one-man operation. I don't have, you know, 20 people doing my social media. I don't have people doing my editing. I don't have people, you know, streaming this stuff for me. I do everything. Everything that you see, I do on my own. I mean, I am a one-man operation, and, you know, it's very hard to do. It's very time-consuming. So there will be some more YouTube content, like I said. I'm going to try to put out at least a video or 2 videos every week, but there will at least be one. I also want to start streaming more, like I mentioned, and you know, I want to get you guys involved in the community because I want to start creating my world, and that's what my Patreon page is going to be about now. My Patreon page isn't going to be about, you know, join one of the 5 games that I have. It's just not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be more content creation. I want to get the community involved. I want to do more streams. I want to start drawing a horrible map because I can't draw very good. But hopefully I can commission Vay to make my world map for me. But I just want to start one place and just start working out. I want you guys to come up with NPC names. What is this bad guy all about? You know, what is this store going to be? What is this store going to be? Create a whole town, create a dungeon. What are we going to put in here? You know, that's the stuff that I want to start doing now. I've missed the community involvement, and I am going to definitely be more involved. I mean, you can even come into the Discord channel. All the patrons and stuff, it's been really inactive, but I've been in there the last couple of days. A lot of people have been jumping back in, saying that it's good to see me again. It's good to see them as well, except for just not being in a game for 3-4 hours, and then that's it. I don't see him for another 2 weeks. So, being in the Patron Discord channel has really been fun, and it's been nice to catch up with quite a few people. So, I'm also going to be streaming games too. I haven't, besides playing Football Manager or Path of Exile or Darkest Dungeon, I have not had, I miss playing video games. ever since I started this digital Dungeon Master stuff, I just have not been able to play video games like I want to. And I'm going to start playing them again. I just downloaded Path of Exile. I just downloaded Star Trek Online. I downloaded Neverwinter Online. I miss playing these games. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be streaming more games. They're all going to be free games that you guys in the community can jump in and play as well. I mean, who wouldn't want to jump around in about 5 or 6 ships and go and destroy a bunch of Klingons? That would be, or be destroyed by the Klingons. So that would be fun to do some PvP and stuff. I miss playing Cards Against Humanity. That's a free game. It is, adult. It is an adult game. So for all you youngins out there, I don't recommend you logging into the Cards Against Humanity server and playing with us, but it is fun. I miss doing that. We used to do that all the time. So we're going to be doing that again. Tabletop simulator. I miss playing Zombie Dice. I miss playing, all the other games that we used to play. Those weird games that Wormfood would come up, he's like the board game master anyway. So, but a lot of changes, guys. I'm getting back to basics. Another thing, I've dropped all of the game perks from the Stream Element store that you guys would buy reses or buy this. I want to cut all that stuff out, guys. It just influences the game too much. And I've had a couple of players approach me, and I've talked to them about it. And in fact, I'm all for that. So I've actually already cut all the perks off of the page. There's going to be no more perks. I'm going to still have the XP system up. The gold system, I guess you can say, or the XP system if you're an old timer. I want to start doing some more raffles, some more game raffles, and maybe some Devanite token raffles. So there will be, plus there's going to be some other stuff on there too. Like, you can still buy Steam games, a random Steam game. You can, buy a rant from me, all kinds of stuff. So there's still stuff that you can do with your XP, but it's going to be a little bit more limited with no more in-game perks. I just want to get rid of them. And I think that they just influence the game way too much. I mean, and I just want to get rid of it. There's going to be some changes to the overlay. I've had a lot of people, a whole bunch of people say that they can't see the screen. I'm going back to a full Fantasy Grounds. You'll see my ugly mug in the corner. And you will also, instead of seeing the players' video cams, I'm going to do the same thing like what Vay had came up with on the old overlay, to where you're going to see a small little square picture of their avatar, or their painting, or their mugshot of their character, and the green light will light up around their avatar still. So the game will be viewable. There will be a lot more viewable space for the games, and you'll still be able to, even though the characters' portraits will cover up some of the game, there's nothing I can do about that. But that's the perfect medium between the people that don't want anything on there and the people that want to see who's at least talking. So, I'm not going to make everybody happy with that. I've tried, and that's one thing that I had noticed right off the bat within the first couple of months of me doing all of this. I'll never make everybody happy. So the perfect medium is you'll still be able to see the people talking, and the character sheets will be cut way down, and you'll be able to see more. So it's a perfect medium, and you need to handle it, and don't complain about it. So I got so many complaints about the old overlay. So this is the perfect medium. So enjoy it and enjoy the game. That's all I can say. So let's see. I did jot down a note on like primary talking targets. So the last thing I want to talk about is the patron update. And I'm not going to do the flashy, patron update thing and stuff like that. Not this time. I will next time, because Josh did a great job on that and I want to use it still. But this is more of this is all off the cuff, man. This is everything that's going on, and this is just what I want to do. I just want to get back to basics, and all that fancy stuff for the most part is I'm pretty much cutting out. So for all of my patrons out there, I think I lost eight patrons, which were players, or they adjusted their, which is totally great. We don't have any game anymore, so why would they pledge? I don't blame them. So, but if you are one of the pledgers that already dropped and you didn't get to see the treasure chest today, I do have one spot open on Saturday night. I might have 2 spots on Saturday night because that game only has 4 players. And that game right now is on Saturday. It's going to be twice a month. It's from, I think it's from 7 p.m. Mountain or 9 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to be for 3 hours. All my games are going to 3 hours now as well. I'm not doing 4 or 5 hour games anymore because I feel that after a couple hours, you lose the player's attention, and I just want to do smaller games, and I think that's going to be better going forward. But we're going to be playing Saturday. We're playing The Lost Mine of Phandelver now, which is actually my favorite 5th edition. We've got all brand new characters. They are level 2. So if any of my patrons that have unpledged, there's one spot, maybe 2 spots available. I'll ask the group and see what they think about it. So I'm going to give those, I will give those spots to priority to the players that have dropped and that have still not dropped yet. So let me know. We'll be playing next Saturday. This week is the Tomb of Annihilation game. We're going to get to a good wrap-up point here in the next probably month or 2 months. Man, that haircut looks good, doesn't it? God bless it, man. My beard's all nice and good. I went in there, seriously, on a little side note, guys. I'm getting sidetracked here. But when I went in to have my haircut, I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm cutting off my beard. Seriously. I've been growing this since 2013. And when I went in there, I sat down, and she says, do you want a beard trim? And I said, she says, do you want the beard trim? I said, cut it all off. Just give me a goatee. And she says, oh, no. And she's Mexican. She goes, oh, no. She goes, ay. No. Do not cut your beard. And she was like poofing it. She says, this is so soft, and it's so clean. And she says, you take care of it. She says, how about we just trim it, and then I won't charge you anything to trim it, but I don't want to see you have any kind of regrets after cutting this beard off. So she talked me into keeping the beard. So next time, her name is Gabby. She did a great job, man. Plus, she smelled really good. I told her that when she was going around me. I said, you know what? I said, I'm not trying to sound weird, but you smell really good. So, but she took care of my beard, and so maybe next time I might keep it. I'm just going to have, I think I trimmed like 3 inches off. I mean, it was way down here. Got my Run D&D shirt on. Love that shirt. So I cut like 3 inches off. It was definitely needed. It was like totally Wolfman Jack looking. It was horrible. So to get back to where I was, though, the Saturday game, I got 1 spot, maybe 2 spots. All right. So let me know. Send me a personal email on the contact me or on Patreon or whatever. Now, I got to get caught up on this content, too. I've got some January and February content that I'm going to make up, and that's going to be put out here over the next 3 weeks. So starting next week, for the entirety of the month, every week I'll have something coming out, and that'll make up for January, February, March, now that I'll be able to work on this stuff. I've also got stipends that I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody a triple stipend bonus for last month and this month. Instead of getting ×2, you're going to get ×3. And for those of you who are at the level that get show notes, I found a whole ton, which I'll pull out right now. Let me reach into my new awesome executive desk that I bought. These are all show notes, and I'm not joking. These are old show notes. This is probably a couple hundred pages of all of my old games from my first game, until right before I started the patron stuff. So I'll send you guys some of this stuff. I think there's like 4 or 5 of you guys. So I'll kind of put some notes and stuff on there for you and talk about memory lane, because this is the last 4.5 years of my life, and there's been a lot of good times, and I'll give you guys some bonus pages because I didn't get them out last month for February. So you guys look for that. I've got some extra D&D stickers too. I've got quite a few of these beholder stickers still, so I'm gonna send you guys some of them also. And I've got some other. I got some patches. I got some patches. I got some other stickers, Tyranny of Dragon stickers. I got a bunch of stuff that D&D sent me. And then I got a bunch of Neverwinter online coupons for codes for loot and stuff. So all of you guys will get a bunch of that stuff this month to make up for my negligence of last month. So there you go, patrons. And then lastly, there's going to be quite a few changes to the actual pledges themselves, and also to the goals. So I'm going to lower some things down. I'm going to add a couple of pledges. I've taken a couple of pledges away. So expect that. Those will be done by tomorrow. So, but guys, I have been rambling on for 30 minutes plus, and everything is good. I'm alive. I'm feeling much better. I'm in a better place now. I had to get out of that toxic situation that I was in at back home in Florida. So I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's friendly emails asking how I've been, where I've been, all that good stuff. You guys will see me much more frequently now, especially on the Twitch channel. I'll be streaming quite a bit more. Like I said, I've got a stream tonight. I've got a stream tomorrow night. I have an optional stream on Thursday, which I may do that. I may do the optional Thursday. I may do D&D prep for Friday and Saturday on that night. So stop into Twitch channel, say hey, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already subscribed. I totally appreciate it. I have my Patreon page as well. Like I said, those changes will be done tomorrow, and there will be more content going out. And hopefully I can add some other, bonuses and goals in there as well. So thank you guys so much again. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for your patience. Thank you to my Twitch subscribers and my patrons for your patience, so I can get through these pretty bad couple of months that I've had. I love you guys. I want to continue to do this, but I just cannot do it in the capacity that I have done in the last 4 years. So I'm not going anywhere. A lot of people have asked, since I've been full-time with Fantasy Grounds, is the Digital Dungeon Master riding off into the sunset? No, I'm not. I enjoy doing this too much. And I will be here in some capacity still. But like I said, not like I was the last 4.5 years. So, plus it's going to be great because I'm going to have a lot more community involvement, and that's really what I want. Without you guys, there would be no Digital Dungeon Master. There would be no YouTube channel. There'd be nothing. No Patreon, no Twitch, nothing. So seriously, guys, you guys mean the world to me, and I can't say much more. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get off here before I start crying. And I'll see you tonight for the stream. Night, everybody.